Three, two, one.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another episode of You Know
Ball, baby.
Brought to you by the Run the Play Network. How you doing, Philly?
I'm chilling, man. I'm a little nervous on what you got planned for me, man. I don't know what's going on.
We got a surprise video for Phil today. Phil don't know what's happening. You guys see the title, so you know what it is. But Phil don't got no clue what we about to do.
Uh-oh.
Today, we are going to be... Okay, let me restart.
All right.
Phil, in the off season,
Yes, sir.
how many videos do you think we shot?
Okay. I want to say probably 20.
Probably shot 20 to 25, 30, something like that. So, obviously, with that many videos, there's a lot of good takes we have, right?
Yeah.
There's also a lot of bad takes we have.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be reacting to some of our worst takes of the
Here we
off
go.
season. I've been rewatching some old videos, and I got takes from both of us.
Got you.
We could start with my takes, and then we could go into your takes.
Yes, sir.
Obviously. I'm gonna start with one of your takes though, because I think this is an iconic take. Phil said in the off season, Lakers need a center. Phil, how you feeling with 4 games left in the season?
Well, Mr. Anthony Aramia, I think we still need a sticking center. I like Jackson. Jackson Hayes has made some strides, and he fits the offense and the defensive scheme that we have way better. But
Lakers need a center.
we still need a stinking center, bro. I think that's a W take.
Should we start selling shirts?
Huh?
Should we start selling shirts that say Lakers need a center?
Bro, if we don't get a center next year, I'm not joking you. I'm going to find a shirt that says we need a center and just put a Laker logo on it and just walk around LA going like, we need a center.
I'm gonna drop a Lakers need a center shirt. You can find that link in the description.
Oh, gosh,
I'm gonna
man.
officially drop that. All right.
I'm going to start drafting sticking high school players.
Now let's go into my takes, all right?
Yeah.
We're going to I have 4 takes, you have 4 takes from the offseason, all right?
Got you.
My first bad take. I said the Heat have the best roster they ever had since LeBron was there. Which felt like a good take in the offseason. Now, with how Terry Rozier kind of fell off,
Yeah.
I feel like everyone kind of disappointed other than Tyler Hero.
But let's be for real. We didn't know this Jimmy Butler situation was going to play out as bad as it did. So I'm not going to say that's a bad take. I'm just going to say, how were we supposed to predict that Jimmy and the Heat front office was going to be as toxic as it was? I think that played into it,
Really?
mainly, in my opinion.
I think the roster disappointing is what kind of started all this. I think with Tyler Hero, I think it all started in Boston last season with the Pat Riley stuff.
Yeah.
But with Tyler Hero hooping and then Terry Rozier disappointing. I love Bam, but I think Bam has had a down year. Jaime, I think, has been disappointing.
Yeah.
I think Jovic had a lot of hype in the offseason. He's been disappointing. They had a good roster, and I feel like it just didn't produce what it was supposed to do.
Yeah. One of the weird things with it was, I think right when Nikola Jovic went down, instantly, stuff just wasn't matching. Because when Nikola Jovic went down, Jimmy Butler was either hurt or suspended, and then you kind of lost your forward that was supposed to be the person next to Bam Adebayo in his center run. But also, they changed the offensive and defensive scheme so many times. Because, now, once again, they changed it where now Davion Mitchell is the point guard helping out Tyler Hero. And then you also have Kello Ware starting at center with Bam at the 4.
Yeah.
Which is what I kind of like.
I like it now, but I just think it's not the best roster since LeBron left.
I don't know. I feel like on paper it looks pretty good. But, just the way things have played out.
Been bad.
It's been affecting the team.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say that's a bad take. I just feel like it's bad luck.
Bad luck. All right. My next one was the Nets might win 8 to 9 games. Cam Thomas went out there and Claxton, Cam Johnson, they just all kind of went out there and hooped this season. So I'll take this one on the chin. Bad take from me. What do you think about it?
So you're saying they were only going to win
That's
8,
what
9?
I said. Yeah.
Like at all?
Yeah.
I can't really. Yeah, because they won like what 30 now.
Something like that. Something better than 8.
Oh man, you thought they were gonna be
25.
like the Detroit Pistons, huh?
I thought they were gonna be dog shit. I thought they had the worst roster in the NBA. But
to be fair, didn't I also say the same thing?
I think you said they were gonna be the worst in the league. But I think 8 to 9 is a little bit extreme. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, then yeah.
I got 2 Laker takes.
All right.
And then these are my last 2 takes, and then we'll go to your takes. All right. My first one, dude, these are pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as the Laker hater, I guess, I'm gonna formally say that these are bad takes before I put these out there. First of all, this is the safer one, I guess. But I said LeBron getting a 2-year, $100 million deal was an overpay. LeBron obviously is proven to be better than that this season, so I'm gonna go out there and accept. Maybe it still is an overpay though. What do you think?
I'm iffy on it because,
like, let's pull the name LeBron out of it.
Yeah, I think that LeBron, I admire him for taking a pay cut though, or trying to. So that's like a 50.
I'll take a pay cut if you're paying me $50 million.
That's true. So I mean, I don't know. I'm iffy on it because low key 50 mil or 45 mil, whatever it is. I think it's 48 for 65. I want to say he's gonna finish with 67 games. It's iffy, but he's putting up the stats, and he's been playing well. Him and Luka are playing super well together, and it's nuts. But I don't know. Do I want to pay 48 to 50 mil for a 40-year-old veteran? And it's not just like he's any 40-year-old veteran. He's LeBron James. But if you take the name away, look at the stats, it's like, ooh.
Depends what they do in the playoffs, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like I got to see what's in the playoffs. But I'm going to say that's a decent take, not a bad take, but a decent. But I mean, he's been somewhat playing worth his money, but 67 games with that, I don't know, because I saw he's averaging like 24, 8 and 8, which is really good. Oof, yeah, that's tough.
I think he's worth it. I think it's a bad take, but this one's the worst one. Okay, I said, and you got to remember, Dalton Knecht was my number 2 prospect, right? I said Dalton Knecht is a better ball handler and shooter than Austin Reeves.
When did you say that?
I think it was after the Summer League when Knecht was hooping. And Tennessee Knecht was a monster too, ball handling wise. Now he don't do that in the NBA.
Are you sure you said that?
I'm positive I said that. Again, that's a terrible take. But I did say that.
Okay, that one, I'll say that's a bad take.
That's a terrible take.
I'll say that's a bad take.
That's a bottom 3 take all time.
When did you say that?
Listen, we record a lot of videos, right? So a lot comes out my mouth. Some of it hits. A lot of it hits. I'm going to give myself some glaze there.
Hey, either way, you standing on business with it.
I'm not standing on business. This was a fucking terrible take.
No, I mean, you admitting it's a bad take.
I'm admitting I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm not about to defend it here and be like, well, Dalton Knecht just hasn't had the rock. Like Stephen A.
Hey, and I admire that, man. You saying if it's a bad take, you saying it's a bad take.
I fucked up. So I'm gonna take my crowds. Let's go into your takes now.
Here we go.
You got some funny ones in here too. But before we get to Phil's take, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Boom.
Man, okay, LeBron hit my parlay. Let's get it.
Oh shit, he hit it?
Yeah, bro. Look at this.
I won $200. I tailed your parlay.
How the heck did you win $200?
I used Boom Fantasy. I used their pick and spin, spun the wheel, got 10 times my money.
Bro, you gotta hook me up.
If you use code RTP, you could get a risk-free bet up to $100. Let's get back to the video. All right, Phil. Where do I start?
I feel like I had a bad season, bro. Here we go.
You do have some wild ones. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man.
Let's start off with this one. All right. We had the you'll remember this. All right. Remember when we were talking about Ochai Agbaji, right?
Yeah.
And you mixed him up with
Ayayi. Yeah.
But then you still said Ochai Agbaji will be that guy this season.
I low-key thought he was I thought he was gonna be for the Toronto Raptors, man. He was playing some good defense and shooting the heck out of the ball, but then, I don't know what happened. He just disappeared, and then
he's averaging 10 points, which I didn't know, but I don't know 10's that guy numbers.
Raptors.
Career year for Ochai Agbaji. We'll give you your flowers.
You're like, okay, it wasn't bad. I'm a little safe, but I know
10 points is that guy.
Well, I don't feel like I meant like he's gonna be like stick at a 20-point dude or something like that.
I don't know what that guy means, bro. But
okay, I screwed up. That guy was bad phrasing.
This one isn't as bad. All right.
All right.
You said Paolo and Scotty will certify their spot in the top 20 players. I just thought this was interesting. I think Paolo's probably top 20. Mm-hmm. I don't think Scotty's there.
Yeah.
But how, like, are they both top 20? Are they borderline? Like, how you feel about that?
I'm trying to, okay, so if I'm looking at the first team stuff that we did, or second team, third team, I don't think I even had them on there, but that's 15 teams. I mean, 15 players. So.
Let's just go off the dome, right?
Yeah.
Shea?
No.
Not Shea's over both of them, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Jokic?
No.
LeBron?
No.
Curry?
No.
Luka?
No.
Tatum?
No.
Brunson?
No.
Donovan Mitchell?
No.
Cade?
No.
Giannis?
No.
Okay, that's 10 right there.
Yep.
All right,
let's
try to knock down another 10, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Tyrese?
Just based off of this thinking Sixers season, I want to say Paolo is in there, but then when you talk about
I was talking about Halliburton.
Huh?
I was talking about Halliburton.
Oh, wait.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, you didn't say Barnes and wait, am I tripping?
What are you talking about? I said who's better, Tyrese Halliburton or Barnes or Scott? Like is Tyrese Halliburton better
you're talking about I thought you meant Maxey.
No.
My bad. I thought you meant Maxey. Halliburton. Okay, then yeah. I mean, no.
Halliburton's better?
Yeah.
KD.
No.
Booker.
No.
Jaren
Jackson Jr.?
Yeah.
He played way better offensively this year, but I don't think he's better. I don't think Jaren Jackson Jr. is better than Paolo Banchero.
What about...
But Scotty, yeah. He's better than Scotty.
Okay. What about... Fuck, I just had a name. Wemby.
No.
Ant, that's what I was thinking about.
No.
All right, we're at what, like 15-ish? John Morant. You taking Ja or Scotty? Because I bet you're taking Paolo.
I'm taking Paolo over Ja, but these last games, obviously, Ja has been playing better than Scotty Barnes.
What about Karl-Anthony Towns?
Nah, I can't take any of those guys over Karl-Anthony Towns. He's been having a good season.
Garland.
Oh.
I think Garland clears Scotty. I think Paolo's a conversation, but I'd probably take Garland.
Garland over Scotty, but Paolo, I'm probably taking Paolo.
What about Mobley?
I got to take Mobley over those two.
What about Jalen Williams?
I feel like it's low-key. No, I have to choose one. I'm taking Jalen over Scotty, but then I'm going to take Jalen over Paolo this season.
Am I missing anyone? What about Zion?
I'm taking Paolo over Zion.
You're taking Paolo over Zion?
Yeah, I'm taking Paolo over Zion. And then I'm taking... Because they both kind of had the same type of season, Scotty Barnes and Zion. Yeah. So I'm probably taking Scotty Barnes over Zion.
You're crazy, bro. I don't think they've had the same type of season. Because when Zion came back, Zion made it known that I'm fucking still Zion. When Scotty came back, you don't hear shit about Scotty.
It's because they trying to tank.
So is New Orleans. New Orleans is 11 games behind the 13 seed.
I don't even know if they actually trying to tank. I think they just had that bad of luck.
All right, this is my last one I'm going to bring up.
Got you.
I'll bring up two more.
Yeah.
Just because they're same team. Harden this season or those guys?
Harden.
Okay. I think this guy's been top 20. Zubac. Zubac has been killing this year.
He has been playing really well.
And it's been like to start the year, he was kind of a monster.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is going to probably end soon, and it never ended.
That is true. But I'm not taking Paolo over Zubac. I'm not. I can't. And then with Scotty Barnes...
You're taking Paolo over Zubac?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking Zubac over Scotty Barnes for this year.
I'd probably take Zubac over both of them. Just this year, talking, obviously.
Yeah.
Paolo, I'd take long term. All right. Those are your two. I'd say those are your safer takes, right? This one.
Here we go.
These are some heat. Okay, we got two Paul George takes from you. because you were riding Paul George this offseason.
That didn't go well.
My
bro.
favorite. This one's my favorite just because the wording. Draymond and Paul George on the same team would go crazy. I mean, you know, I don't love Draymond.
I know, but just think about it. If Paul George instead of Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors and Paul George was in that place, I still think. I mean, without a doubt,
Paul George too soft, bro.
Softer than Jimmy, yes, but I still feel like he would have been a good teammate around Stephen Curry and Draymond.
Okay.
I still feel like I don't feel like that's that bad.
I don't like it, but it's not that bad. This one I think is terrible. I'm not gonna lie. The Clippers should have gave Paul George a 3-year, $150 million deal with a no trade clause.
Yeah, after this season, that was a bad take. Yeah,
I could. It made more sense when you said it.
Yeah,
But now it just like retrospect. What's the thing? What's 2020? I don't know.
It did, you know, at the start it did make sense because it was like, yo, Kawhi and Paul George at the end of the season last year averaged nearly the same amount, and then he's going to the Sixers, and you're thinking, oh wow, he's gonna go off, he's gonna go crazy. Man, how many single-digit games? How many like?
Bro, if the Clippers had Paul George on a deal like this with a no trade clause, they would be fucked.
Oh man.
Like there's just nothing you could do with him.
Yeah, that one's a bad take. I
I
had
think-
a whole reel dedicated to that one too.
Do we really?
Remember that I was going off saying like, why wouldn't you like just give him or it wasn't give him a no. Oh yeah, it was over the no trade clause. Remember?
I remember the video. I rewatched the video.
Yeah.
But I'll find the reel. I'll pull that up. But let us know. I still think my Connect take was probably the worst take. I'm not gonna lie. That was terrible. But that was a close second. You guys comment down below what's the worst take from us. What's the worst take you heard? Maybe we react to them in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, but most importantly, Phil, let them know what else they need to do.
Yes, sir. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. Make sure to hit that bell as well. And also, real quick, follow our Discord. We just put that out there. And we also got some good conversations and some good games coming for you guys in the future. But, yo, I'm Phil. This Ant-Man straight out the MCU. He's going to be back in Avengers Doomsday, too. We out, and let's bounce.
Bounce, baby. Boom!